Yo guys, what is up? Good evening. Today with another challenge. We've got Boycah against Crazy. What a decent challenge the other day. We had Boycah versus Size in that absolutely epic showdown. I need to update the score from that actually. So spoiler alert if you haven't seen those games. Score is 0-0. The first game is China Mirror. On Gorge Drought, best of 11. First to win 6 games. $50 prize money, sponsored by akabolony. Start time is right now. We're just waiting for Boycah to join. He should be online. Crazy is playing under the name DK Salvizo for some reason. I have no idea why. First map, as I said, will be Gorge Drought. I will just find Gorge Drought. I think it's an NMC map. There is an Arctic version, actually. I might... Sure there is an Arctic Gorge Drought somewhere. I think it's pretty much the same, but you know what? Doesn't matter. So China Mirror is the first game, as I said, Gorge Drought. Best of 11, first to win 6. $50 prize money, thanks to akabolony. Normal Fairplay rules. Besides that, there are no rules. For anyone new or anything like that, wondering if it's pro rules or whatever, there is absolutely no rules here. Apart from, obviously, like no cheating and stuff like that. The next game we're going to see is Tox Mirror on TD Classic, and then we're going to see an Air Mirror on Forgotten Forest. And I think that's it. The matches 4 to 10 will be chosen between the players, and then match 11 will be a Tank Mirror if it gets that far. Someone asked me to change the music, so I'll change it to the 0-hour music. Just a second. Some 0-hour music, a bit of GLA, and a bit of China. And then, let's go. Yeah, I've changed the music to 0-hour music as per your request. And we're going to jump straight into this. Crazy said we are 3 minutes late, but really, these challenges-wise, 3 minutes late is actually all not that much. So, yeah, welcome to another challenge. Second challenge of this week. I can't remember. When was the last one? Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Sunday is technically the start of the week, so we'll say second challenge of the week. We've got big Boycah in the red, China Vanilla in the north. Sorry, yeah, in the north of Gorge Drought, and in the south we've got DK Salvizo, which is DK Crazy. He likes to play under different names recently, other than his own. So yeah, that is DK Crazy. But you'll always know it's him because he always selects the orange color. I did ask a few people before on score predictions. It was quite 50-50 actually. A lot of people were saying Crazy, but then again, a lot of people were saying Boycah. I think a lot of people also underestimate Boycah. I saw Scuba on the forum wrote that Crazy's playstyle will get to Boycah mentally and kill his motivation. But actually, if Boycah took down Size the other day, and he also knocked out Size from the World Series, and if he can beat Size and not succumb to the mental pressure, then what's to say that DK Crazy is going to get to him mentally as well? So I think if you beat Size, you've got to have supreme confidence. So surely his mental position is good, but let's see. Both players on Gorge Drought both gone for supply centers, double to supply center, double war factory. Very, very standard. Let's see what both players make first. I'm guessing it'll be an outpost and a flamer. That's pretty standard. Outpost and a flamer. Flamer for, yeah, outpost and a flamer exactly. All around, it's a very, very common unit mix, because if someone makes a gat first, the flamer does pretty well versus a gat with a flame wall, and if gat versus an outpost will also not actually end that well. So yeah, if you're ever wondering what to do in China Mirror, outpost and a flamer is always a good combination. A lot of the big pros do it, so I must be doing something right. We've got an outpost gradually taking away some of the HP from this flamer from Boycah, but it's difficult. It takes, well, not difficult to micro, but it does take a lot of micro, and it could be a better flame wall here. Oh, that's bad micro from both, really, because they're not. Doesn't look like they're both paying attention. I don't know quite what was going on there. DK Crazy has evac'd his tank hunters. I think it's gonna be a fair trade though, because the flamer is going to go down as well. We've got 2 outposts now coming in from Boycah. This is going to be a bit of a suicide though, because there are enough gats here to defend. Meanwhile, Boycah's defending back at home. Outpost. There's a flamer there as well, so Boycah is probably concentrating on taking that down. Boycah's also expanding really, really fast as well. I think DK Crazy is definitely the underdog going into this. That's the way I see it. There is a flamer here, though. I might regret what I just said. This flamer is going to get to Boycah's war factory, and that's really, really painful. He's selling his war factory really, really quick. Hopefully for him, he gets the 1,000 back. He is going to get the 1,000 back. But what is he doing now? Boycah seems to be a little bit overrun. Not sure quite what he's doing here. Okay, that gat does take out the flamer, so he is in a decent position, but he's about to take massive, massive punishment here. I think he maybe expanded a little bit too quick, or quite a bit too quick. Because now his third supply is going to be taking a big beating. One truck has already gone down. Yeah, keep the chat English, guys, because most people understand English. If we can keep it 99% English, then I will be happy. There is a lot of rockets here from Boycah. He is going to clear this up slowly. What's Crazy doing behind this? Crazy behind this is actually losing his oil. But Crazy just spamming units like crazy all the way across the map. He's got 2 flamers now at both of Boycah's war factories. And I feel like Boycah might have been caught a little bit cold here. I think Crazy's been playing for a few hours. I thought I saw him agree on the forum that he was playing a 2v2 challenge, so he might have been playing for a while. But Boycah has lost. That's the 3rd war factory now, because the other one had to be sold earlier, and now he's going to lose potentially 2 supplies and a power plant as well. Crazy playing really, really well here. Boycah is defeated without GG. Crazy takes game number 1. Maybe Boycah caught a little bit cold there. Yeah, GG. Well played to Crazy. He takes game number 1. The next game is I think it's a Tox Mirror. Next game is a Tox Mirror on TD Classic. Can't lose to 0 anymore. Goal achieved. I don't understand. Lose to the 0. TD Classic is next. TD Classic, no cars. So this should be Boycah's speciality, and hopefully that first game kicks him into gear a little bit. He says he wasn't paying attention. I mean, Boycah seems a little bit rattled the way he's saying well done. So I think Boycah's a little bit angry now, so I'm expecting to see a little bit of a better play from Boycah. I think he's been caught a little bit cold there. I haven't been online, so I don't know if he's been playing against I don't know if he's been playing against anyone, or usually he does like to warm up. I know when me and him played at a 2v2 tourney and stuff, I'm sure he's said, do you want to warm up before? So yeah, see what happens. We've got DK Crazy in the south playing under the name Salvizo if you've just joined. We've got Orange Tox for him, and then in the north we've got Boycah with the red GLA Tox on TD Classic. So I think Boycah will feel more comfortable in this match. I think everyone can pretty much agree that GLA is his strong point. I think especially GLA mirrors, and especially in the late game. But let's see, is he going to try and finish this early, or is he going to try and do a fast terror tech? His war factory is a little bit slower. He always likes to place it like that. We've got a supply. Both supplies going up for Boycah. Both supplies going up for Crazy. Very, very standard. A tunnel in the middle for Crazy. He's done it a little bit closer to this building, so the toxin tunnel can actually clear that out if Boycah decides to get inside of it. Whereas if Crazy gets in both of these, that tunnel will not be doing it. Yeah, interestingly, that Boycah is a little bit slower to the middle and also a little bit further away from the middle, because usually the top spot has the advantage for getting the middle. Boycah's done a fast rebel and a fast oil capture, actually. So he's done a fake arms dealer. He will upgrade that now and then play defensively, and behind this he's getting the oil. So Boycah's going to be ahead economically. But he has sacrificed, I feel, a little bit of map control. He's not gone for the middle, so I don't know if Boycah's playing his A game here. He's going to be ahead economically, but he's going to have a couple of fewer units out earlier on, and he's not going to have as much of a presence in the middle. He is expanding to the middle, though, with a tunnel. So a common unit now would be for Crazy to have a technical, and that's exactly what he's going to have. This is a bit weird from Boycah. So yeah, from my experience, Boycah would like to get 2 arms dealers up very, very quick and start pumping out loads and loads of scorpions. DK Crazy here has got the technical advantage. A little bit passive here from both players. I don't think there's been a technical on the other side of the map yet. DK Crazy thought about it, but then he has gone back now. Crazy now sending his technicals through the middle. He's got a toxin tractor out, and he's got a rebel of his own, and the oil capture coming in. 3 technicals coming through the middle. Boycah's rebel is taken out, but that doesn't really mean too much. I think it's very, very even. I just feel like Crazy's got a bit more map control. That tunnel not finished for Boycah. Either Boycah's a little bit rattled and he's not playing his best, or he's been caught cold or something. I just feel like it looks a little bit strange to me. Okay, Crazy's toxin tractor taken out, but there's so many technicals here. And 1 technical fully loaded has been taken out. Boycah's now going to try and stop the oil capture potentially. I think he's going to lose all of these technicals. I just honestly can't see a way out for these. Okay, he could just literally run straight. He's going to go for some of the workers, and he's killed a few. Yeah, he's killed about 4 there. And he's going to kill another load of Crazy's workers. Crazy very, very slow to save them. Does manage to save 2, lost 2, so he's only collecting with 4. I think that... Oh, the technical might just escape, actually, but there's RPGs here, so that is going to go down. Just killed a load of workers. He's now on 2 arms dealers, so it's going to be 2 arms dealers versus Palace. A classic variation in the strategies, so... If Boycah can make this pay for him, being get in the middle, so he's got a load of scorpions out now, whereas Crazy I don't think has got any scorpions. But this bunker is the interesting thing. Crazy has not picked that off. I expected him to pick that off with the technical, but he just I don't think he was watching. That's actually massive, because that now allows Boycah to push straight through the middle. And the Palace is barely up yet. We've got 10% still. DK Crazy preparing a Terror Tech. Boycah now seems in full flow. So 3rd supply going up for him. Pumping out more and more Scorpions. So this is where Boycah really, really thrives. But Crazy is ahead tech-wise. So it's gonna be like Battle Busters, I imagine, versus the Scorpions. Technical come in and killed a load more workers. I think 2 or 3 went down there. Barracks now going down, and one of these Scorpions is Vet 2. I think these are going to go down, and that war factory's in big trouble. Terror Tech on the oil, so Crazy playing for the longer game, but Boycah does have that middle supply. I think Crazy's been caught out here. Sadly for him, the Battle Bus, I don't think there's anything inside of that. The Battle Bus is coming now. But I thought Boycah was going to target that straight away as soon as it came out. The battle bus now, let's see how that handles this. Because it's pretty much the only thing that's going to be able to kill these scorpions. Now, if the scorpions reload their rockets and fire this at the battle bus, yeah, it's gone down. I think the splash damage actually from that battle bus has saved the day, but it's cost itself its life. So I think that cost 1,000 for GLA Tox. But Crazy, he's still collecting with 2 workers there, still on his oil. Whereas Boycah's on 3 supplies and not interested in going for the palace. And I think Crazy knows that. So it's all going to come down to the bus micro. So there's going to be another bus coming out now. I don't know, which position would you rather be in? I probably would rather be in Boycah's position because he's got the middle supplies. And these scorpions, although they lose the buses, with not perfect micro, the scorpions can take it out because these rockets just absolutely annihilate the battle bus. So battle bus is coming in from the behind now. Tunnel there is taking some damage. This is the prime time to attack now because they've all fired their rockets. Are they going to reload? Yes, some are going to reload, and I don't think that battle bus is going to go down. I think it's going to survive again. That's really, really annoying for Boycah because he lost his whole army again. All for what? I mean, taking down another battle bus down to the hull. Oh, actually, the battle bus is going to die now. The battle bus is going to die. Scorpion goes down as well. So the whole army for a battle bus. I think economically Boycah is still ahead because he's still on this supply and that supply, whereas one of them does outweigh the oil anyway, so obviously until it runs out. Another wave of scorpions coming now, and Crazy is desperately trying to hold on. I think he's only got 1 battle bus still. But for Boycah, it's a difficult decision because do you want to go and finish that oil, finish that tunnel in the oil, or do you want to just go and attack? Because as soon as his battle bus is getting up in numbers, that's when it's going to be difficult, but taking out the oil is also important, so I don't know, yeah, let's see what's going to happen here. This is going to be, they're all going to fire the missiles again, or the rockets rather. Okay, so 1 battle bus goes down. Is he going to take the other one down to the hull? This is loads of XP for Crazy. I don't think that one's got many rockets in it. I think he's just got 1. Boycah is here now. He's trying to capture the oil. Actually, very, very smart from Boycah. Rather than kill it, he's actually trying to capture it. So that puts on the pressure from Crazy now. I think Boycah can actually engage that one. I don't think he'll lose many scorpions. Maybe just 1 because there's only 1 RPG inside of there. Someone in the chat said his buggy's better at this point. Potentially, yeah. It's just that battle buses can wreck a load of scorpions real fast. So wave even the game out quicker. Whereas buggies, it takes a long time to get like a critical mass of it. Boycah's now completely dominating the middle and got the oil, so he's definitely in a favourable position here. Boycah tried engaging that, but I don't think 3 is enough to take out that, as we saw. Crazy's now killing his own oil. Interesting. Is he on a market? Yeah, he's not even on a market. So even if he kills that oil, Boycah's still at a massive advantage. I mean, he's got 100% extra income than Crazy because he's on 4 supplies versus just the 2. Saying that, though, that one's going to become empty, and that one's going to become empty very soon. It's not a fully loaded supply. From the very beginning of the game. But you see these battle buses though, they catch the scorps off guard and you absolutely wreck them. 1 battle bus gone down there for Crazy, and that's good news for Boycah. But I don't know if Crazy's going to be able to continue this for very much longer, because once that supply is empty, 3,900 left. He's only got that 1 supply left and 1 supply of income, even though there's loads left there. You can only collect as fast as the workers can take from the dock, so Boycah can actually afford to trade off here. I don't know if engaging that battle bus is the right idea. He's engaging with not enough scorps. Simply that. 4 scorps wasted there. That's like 1,300 for 2 of them, so 2,600. Boycah's establishing a tunnel on the right-hand side. He's now on a palace. He's mined out on that other supply. There's loads and loads of workers here. If he's paying attention, I'd probably get them collecting from here. Instead, it's probably more efficient than long-distance collecting around here. It's just going to slow him down, if anything. Not to mention the traffic jam of workers and radar vans here. First market going down for Crazy and a command center. So yeah, it's all pretty much going to come down to this attack, I think. If those busters get put down to the hull, those RPGs are not going to be able to escape. So it's literally going to come down to this. Crazy does have the upgrade on the rockets. He's got the gamma upgrade, which makes the rockets, I don't know what exactly it does to him. It makes them stronger though, either way. Oh, he's going to run into the terrorist then, I thought. So yeah, these battle busters are not going to be able to heal themselves unless he gets the repair upgrade. One battle bus there goes down, but the war factory is closed down for Boycah. Bit of an interesting engagement. Crazy's tried to close down the war factories. Crazy's got to be he's got to be promoted soon. Yeah, he's on level 4 already, so he's got to have the bounty from this. Yeah, you see the bounty? He's getting money from this, so even though he's on 1 supply. So Boycah should clean this up. Yeah, Crazy has lost everything. So if Boycah can stabilize now, he rebuild his supply there. Or maybe even long distance collect from there if you really want to. There's 14 grand left though. So I think if Boycah stabilizes now, he's actually in a good position because Crazy's economy is not that great. 1 supply in the bounty. He's got workers' shoes. Definitely worth it. When there's more than 10k in the pot, definitely worth it. Boycah's establishing a aggressive barracks on the left-hand side. Probably for angry mobs, I think. But I think if Crazy spots that, it's just a free kill, really. I'm not convinced that Crazy's in a great position now because those 3 battle buses went down. I think that was kind of an all-in from Crazy because he knows that the longer this game goes on, Boycah's just collecting the whole middle, which is really, really weird considering the start. It looked like Crazy was going to have total dominance in the middle. But right now, it's not looking good for Crazy. He's got 1 battle bus that I know about, maybe potentially another one in there. I'm just going to turn the sound up on the general's music. Got another 3 battle buses coming down the right hand side. There is a Jarman Cal out now though, so this is going to take the sting out of the battle buses a little bit. If there is a Jarman inside of there though, this Jarman will go down. Oh. Okay, Rebel Ambush used it at the same time to distract this. But actually, Crazy's attack is not doing very well. All buses gone down, I think. Yeah. All of them gone down. That's really, really well played and held on by Boycah. With the pressure. Absolutely held on. Yeah, a bit of a weird game that. I thought at first Crazy was going to win, and I thought Boycah was going to win, and then I thought Crazy again, and then it switched again. So Boycah evens it up in one of his favourite matchups. 1 apiece. Next one is Air Mirror on Forgotten Forest Classic. What am I on about? Forgotten Forest Arctic or something like that? Let me find it. Forgotten Air Battle, that'll do. So this is basically Forgotten Forest, but when the Russians remade it, they called it Forgotten Air Battle. I don't know why they didn't call it Forgotten Forest, Blizzard, or Arctic. If there is another version, by the way, and if it's any different, please send it me. But this is, I think, the only one I've got. I don't know if there is another one. There's 2 different versions there, you see. V4 being the latest. Slight changes. But we're just going to stick with this one because I think this is the ranked one for a start. So we've got an Air Mirror here. Jumping into game number 3. So in the bottom left on Forgotten Forest Winter, that's what I'm going to call it. They got DK Crazy with the orange USA Air Force. Top left, we've got Big Boycah in the red with also the USA Air Force. He's got a drone placed right on top of his base. Now, if he scans, which most players do, and makes a missile defense, he's going to laser lock that and kill it pretty quick. Boycah's is a little bit more off center, but that can still be revealed. and also laser locked. You do want to laser lock it because if you just shoot it normally, there's no guarantee that you will hit it. Whereas if you laser lock it instantly, you will definitely kill it. So both players looking like they're going to go for a drop. Both players identical build order. Both players building an airfield at exactly the same time. So with this build order, you can make 4 Chinooks and 1 airfield, and then you'll have enough later to get your... Actually, that's only if you drop 3 missile defenders, whereas Boycah here has made a larger amount. He's made 4 missile defenders and then 2 rockets. Boycah's lost his first dozer. He's going for a drop of his own. A little bit slow though from Boycah. This is a bit strange. Boycah's on $75, so he must have just invested in a King Raptor there. He must have. And he's only got 1... he's only got 1 Chinook, and he's actually going to lose that supply as well. This is a bit random. Bit of a weird build order. Drop coming in on DK Crazy. If he makes a King Raptor now, then this drop might actually kill it. Maybe with the help of a Chinook with the point defense laser, maybe it'll survive. Let's see. Crazy might have cancelled it. Oh no, it is here. It is here. It's going to get laser locked. It's going to get laser locked. There is a Chinook coming now, but it's gone way too far. And the Raptor does go down. It's 1100 lost. First King Raptor from Boycah is now out, and he's going to make another supply now. He's very, very close to getting another supply. DK Crazy's dozer a little bit wide open here. Boycah's gone for... Oh, actually, yeah. 1 dozer apiece has gone down. So it's very, very even. I just like to see Boycah get back on 2 supplies. So I think now, actually, Boycah has the advantage. Yeah, send him Rangers to the oils. Even if you don't get him, it's more of a scout and also can stop the enemy getting him as well. But Crazy is not collecting this whole time. He's going to make another King Raptor now. And he's now coming in to collect from the dock. But these missile defenders are right here. I think he could laser lock one of them and get a little bit of damage off. Yeah, he's going to do exactly that. That's going to take a bit of Crazy's micro and attention away for a second, and also a bit of damage on his Chinook. Another King Raptor for Boycah is coming in, and that one is going to go down. So that's Crazy only on 3 for the time being. He's also not collecting the most efficiently there. You want to do it from each pile. There is a King Raptor in Boycah's base now. I think he's probably going to go for the dozer, because that will stop the airfield being built. Boycah's after a second airfield already. Crazy's circling around, not sure quite what he wants to go for. I think he's going to go for this Chinook. But because that Raptor blocked one of the missiles, it actually didn't kill it. So that's good for Boycah. He's collecting on 3 there now. He can actually move one over here. Does have 1,000 though, so he can afford it. And he's actually getting the oil capture as well. Really, really nice from Boycah. I think that oil's pretty much guaranteed. Even if that Ranger goes Hellfire and all of them, I think he's still going to get it, because it literally is just 3 of them. Another 2 King Raptors in Crazy's base. 2 Chinooks going down there for Crazy. I think Crazy hinted on the forums that this is one of his weaker matchups. I think he said he wasn't looking forward to it, and he might as well just give Boycah the win. So yeah, maybe it's just not one of his strong points. Another airfield going down for Boycah. That's if the dozer does make it, because there's 2 King Raptors still flying around his base. Another 2 airfields, and actually Boycah's on both oils now. Crazy's going to see that and think that Boycah's way ahead, which he would be right in thinking that he is way ahead in terms of economy. And he's getting a 3rd airfield down as well. King Raptor count is fairly even, I think. There's 3 there for Boycah. Not quite sure what he was attacking there. Another Chinook goes down. This one is really, really hurt. I think some of the missiles just missed. I think that's what confused me. Boycah's doing pretty nice. That airfield is really living on the edge. I think it's going to go... Oh, it's not going to go down. That's really annoying for Crazy. When that happens to you in-game, that is so annoying, because that's one full lot of Raptors now that have got to go back and then go back to your base. It's a little bit desperate now from Crazy, I feel. Maybe just trying to take the pressure off a little bit. Put a bit of pressure on Boycah. But there are... oh, that is real painful because he's killed the power plant as well. GG. Killed a load of raptors on the ground. Really, really well played by Boycah. Showing that air is one of his strong mirrors. Well played. Yo, ROH, by the way. Welcome in the chat. Boycah takes the lead 2-1. Says he hasn't played an MMO in over 2 years. Clueless. Okay, waiting for Boycah to join. He's going to choose the matchup. So winner of game 3, which was just then, chooses the matchup. So there is a few matchups. We've got a Nuke mirror. We've got air versus stealth. Nuke versus GLA. Demo versus super weapon. Stealth versus tank. Demo versus stealth. Inf versus demo. USA versus GLA. Air versus inf. China versus super weapon. Laser versus tox. And Crazy's given me permission to choose the map. So I am going to choose... Well, everyone knows me. I like the big maps, man. Liquid Gold, is that too big? That was the one we had the epic game on the other day. So we've got stealth versus air. This is going to be a good matchup on this map, I think. To be honest, I like the big maps, the big battles, loads of money. That's just what I enjoy watching. So if you tuned in, not yesterday, but the day before, this was the game where we had that super epic stealth versus laser, I think it was. Was it stealth versus laser? Yeah, I think it was stealth versus laser. Super epic replay, one of the best replays you'll see. Okay, we've got DK Crazy in the north on Liquid Gold. He is orange with the USA Air Force, and in the south we've got Boycah with the GLA Stealth in the red. So we're on Liquid Gold. For anyone that didn't tune in and watch the match the other day, you've got a supply each. Oh, sorry, 2 supplies each. And then you've got loads and loads of oils. I think I counted 9 oils. You've got 1, 2, 3 there. There is 2 here. You've got a refinery there. You've got this oil down here. You've got an oil damaged in your base. And then exactly the same for the north player as well. You've got a defensive bunker to defend the oils. And then there's more supplies and buildings and stuff. Pretty standard in the middle. But probably a little bit bigger than your average 1v1 map. But this result in some massive battles. Let's go War Factory Barracks from DK Crazy. Very standard. I was expecting maybe to see Comanches. I had about a 50% chance of Comanches, I thought. But against stealth, it's a little bit risky. Boycah is... He hasn't done any terrorists, which is interesting. He hasn't anticipated Crazy to do a drop. So if Crazy did a drop, either there or there, I think Boycah could have been in a little bit of trouble. But Crazy choosing not to do that. So Boycah has benefited. Crazy's going to drop off 1 missile defender inside of this hut. Boycah getting some nice map control. Got tunnels pretty much everywhere. Got a worker ready on the right side to build even another tunnel. Boycah's War Factory, I think, will be upgrading now. Shenu he says, did you know Crazy well? Oh, Boycah's got... Oh man, that is annoying. Boycah has got a power and a barrack straight away, and now Crazy's angry. He's going to come charging straight through the middle. But this is what I felt like yesterday. Crazy knows he has to pressure now. Or 1V is going to go down. That's very, very nice. And another V as well. Oh, that's painful. That's really, really painful. 3 V's gone down. Potentially even another one. Yo, man, welcome to the channel. But, oh, that's really, really painful. So Crazy knew he had to put on the pressure there, but Boycah just did an amazing pop at exactly the right time and took out 3 Vs. I felt like Crazy could have reacted a little bit better. But now he's in quite a bit of trouble because there is a power plant and a barracks. Boycah's also going for a massive economy. It takes balls to do strategies like this because you're relying on you outplaying and out defending against the oncoming aggression, and against Vs that is not easy. But Boycah has supreme confidence, it seems, and now he's going for the oils as well. Super ballsy and brave. He's now dropping off some missile defenders. That's really, really impressive. There is a combat Nuke out. Boycah's going to see that. Boycah is going to see that and start pumping out quads. The first quad is already on the way. 2 combat Nukes out actually already. Boycah's going to need to be fast at producing these quads. The technical coming in, and I'm not sure what is even in that. Terrorists? Oh, it's very rare to see that. It's very, very impressive by Boycah. Takes out a V there with his own laser lock. Very, very impressive. More and more quads being pumped out. Boycah is now, I imagine, in position to take the oils, but more importantly, we've got these combat Nukes going across the map. There are loads of quads though, and I'm not sure if Crazy's going to be able to defeat all of this. He's going to go back inside of the tunnel. A lot of quads survived there, but a lot of quads also going down. I think that one's going to die. Yeah, that's all gone down. This has gone absolutely terrible for DK Crazy. They are going to play a reverse of this, just in case you were wondering. So DK Crazy's got the chance to do this to Boycah, but I think a lot of people before were underestimating Boycah. Boycah's showcasing his skills here, and he is certainly a force to be reckoned with. DK Crazy choosing to go for 2 war factories now. Behind this, he is getting an oil and another oil at the top right. But Boycah already has, well, there's 5 oils for him in there in the middle. He could get the refinery as well, but he's also got 6 and 7 there. So Boycah's economy is going to be really, really crazy now. No pun intended, or no analogy. Got a quad going down the left-hand side, just going to harass Crazy. This is just keeping Crazy busy, to be honest, because Boycah has now got an insane amount of missile defenders and quads. He is playing complete domination, and I think a lot of people would expect this to be the other way around, with Crazy's playstyle being more like a take the map control, macro up. That's normally Crazy's style, but Boycah is doing implementing a bit of Crazy's own medicine. Big engagement there. Crazy lost a few Humvees, which I don't think he can afford to be doing. But nevertheless, it still didn't go that badly for him. He's going to lose probably another V here, though. Or at least another V. Boycah's on 6.5k. He's also capturing Crazy's oil at the top right. There's a range there, though, so that will be defended. Crazy's trying to get an oil on the left-hand side. I think in the beginning, Crazy should have just been more careful with his dozer. If anyone was watching the Boycah versus Size games the other day, it's exactly what Boycah did. I think it was on the same map. Yeah, it was on the exact same map. Just Boycah was in the north and he stole one of Size's dozers from the south. Flashbangs are going to clear out these buildings, but Boycah is quick to evac. That one can... they can go back inside of that one now, but Boycah seems more interested in trying to kill these Vs. The Vs are thinning down. There is quite a lot of Vs taking some big damage, but a lot of Boycah's units going down as well. But remember, Boycah has a massive economy. It's pumping out of 2 war factories now with power. First market going up, or second market rather. Shaman Cat is out as well. More and more biggies being picked up. Loads of tunnels being dropped down, more and more buggies. So whilst Boycah is losing a few units here and there and losing a little bit of ground, but Crazy is losing an enormous amount of stuff. He's only got 4 Vs left here in the middle now. I think it might be Crazy's motivation that is broken. Spectre gunship coming across the map. Crazy's going to lose another 2 Vs there. Spectre is going to take out the power. Oh, there is another power though over here. So Crazy might think he's now taking out the power, so Boycah's power down, but actually we know the power is still up. I'd like to see Boycah get the bounty. I don't think he's got that yet. Crazy is piling on the pressure through the middle. Just pumping out the 2 war factories. No search and destroy or anything like that yet. But yeah, Boycah's just like an impenetrable, has an impenetrable line of defense at the moment. Aided by the massive amount of oils, 3 war factories. There is a scud storm going down. More and more markets. Crazy is really on a time limit here. He needs to cause some insane amount of damage now. I think if I was Crazy, I probably would have quit a few minutes ago. Or maybe even 5 or 6 minutes ago. Because this is really an uphill battle. So Crazy's wall at the top right has now been taken out. Another 3 Vs have gone down as well. Crazy has reamassed his Vs. He's going to push through the middle. There is a carpet coming as well. I think he was trying to time that for units popping out, but actually, unfortunately for him, there was no units there, and it was actually only on a stinger anyway. But this bunker here is fully loaded, it seems, and there is loads more buggies going down. He now has the bounty as well. More and more markets being dropped down. Still pumping out of 3 war factories. Did lose a load of buggies there, but I'm not convinced it's going to make all that much of a difference. 2 quads sneakily down the side, taking out Crazy's Chinooks. Crazy drops down WP, which means well played. And Boycah takes that 4th game. So that's 3-1 now to Boycah. So pretty convincing. Especially after Crazy's super solid start. Which usually gives you the mental edge. But I told you Boycah seemed angry in game number 2. So maybe that maybe that anger is carrying through. Okay, 3-1 to Boycah. The next game is going to be the reverse of that same thing. These games, by the way, are sponsored by akabolony, so a massive thank you to him for sponsoring these games and making these challenges happen. I'm trying to put together more challenges. Hopefully there'll be one like this weekend or something, but it's hard at the moment to try and find times when all the players, when the players are both available at the same time. It's difficult, so I'm trying, but no guarantee that there'll be more this week. So we got Crazy now in the south of Liquid Gold. He is the GLA Orange Stealth. Then in the north, we've got the reverse of before, so Boycah is now Air Force in the red. Any predictions for this matchup? The reverse is Crazy going to be able to do the same as what Boycah did. I don't think it could be any more of a convincing defeat. But like Crazy's air, I don't think can be considered weak, and he actually put up a good fight, but Boycah just played that absolutely perfect. I didn't see really any mistakes from Boycah. He played really, really well. Boycah being brave again, choosing to keep his command center, sending his dozer forward, going to try and get a worker crush, and he's probably going to get it as well. There is a worker there. There is a more aggressive worker from Crazy. He's going to try and get close to Boycah's supply line. Is Boycah going to spot that? It's building in front of the tree, so I think he's actually not spotted it. It's building in front of the tree. Like if you have your map like here, if you have your view like here, you're not going to see that because you're simply just not going to see it. And he hasn't seen it. He might have seen it now, but it's too late. I think that tunnel is going to get up. That's unfortunate for Boycah. He could have stopped that. Aggressive tunnel on the right hand side. That worker is going to get denied. It was a little bit too ambitious. Crazy behind this has made a quad for his first unit. He's now going to bunker or garrison some of these buildings. Someone's going to make the bar slightly larger. Yeah, I can. There you go. Crazy dropping down another tunnel there on the left hand side. Boycah's now got two Vs. He's going to drop down a missile defender inside of this little windmill house thing. Boycah dropping down a firebase on the left hand side. So both players looking to cement a defense on the left hand side. Yeah, not much Boycah's going to be able to do against that for the time being. Firebase being dropped down, and he's kept his command center, which means his V count isn't going to be the same as what it would if it had scrapped the firebase and sold that. He could have had more units out, of course. But the reason that you sell a command center is to get the extra 1,000. But on a massive map like this, maybe it's worth keep dropping down the drones and the scans, and that can actually help you. But Boycah's pretty confident that he doesn't need that extra 1,000. He much prefer to have the radar. Crazy dropping down a second arms dealer. That is a fake though. I can tell by the speed that it's building. Crazy's tunnel there has been denied. Crazy floating 4.2k, but that's just because I've heard some of the oil captures come in. So Crazy playing the playstyle you kind of expect. Really, really defensive. Has not really done any attacks at all. But against air, it's hard anyway because you send in like a terror attack. Or a tech RPG rather. You can't even do any damage to the Chinooks really because of the point defense lasers. So it'd be nice if Boycah stops that. I don't know if he's going to stop it though in time. That's annoying for him. It's good for Crazy because it provides a bit of a scout now, and it will also inflict a bit of damage to this building. Boycah's now going for the strategy center, and the palace is now going up for Crazy. This is maybe a little bit too defensive for Boycah. Because, yeah, he's got Search and Destroy now, but he's only got a few Vs out. Maybe a little bit too defensive. Very, very defensive from both players. You very rarely see a game this defensive from both players in this matchup. Another firebase going down the left. But Crazy's going to be able to get all three of these oils pretty easily. There's no way I can see Boycah being able to stop that. He has got flashbangs though, so he's going to try and clear out some in the middle. There's loads of flashbangs inside of there. Really, really nice from Boycah. Loads of technicals out though, so it'll be an interesting fight versus all of those technicals. I think with the correct micro, you can still stop that. A load of firebases here, and that's actually come in handy because all them quads are going to get stopped. I don't even think they're going to take out one firebase. I think they'll be lucky if they take out one firebase. I really do. Yeah, those are just going to repair it. That's a really, really nice pick off there from Boycah without actually losing anything. That's a massive waste of units. But Crazy saying that is on 1, 2, 3, 4. Interestingly, he's not realized. Ah, he is getting it now. And the bottom right as well. He's getting the bottom right, but he's getting the middle ones first, which is interesting. I think 1v might get picked off there. There's a little bit of a traffic jam again. And 1v gets picked off. Does save the missile defenders inside it though. And I think actually he might be able to take out that tunnel. He could easily just force fire the ground there. That's it. Yeah, he's taking it out anyway. And combat Nuke has been prepared and is now coming in. Boycah doing really, really well here because there is no quads out. There is no quads. This 1v is now on its own without an ambulance, so it might be able to be picked off, but this combat Nuke is going to inflict equal damage. Decent micro here is microing 2 lots of stuff. There's 1 quad out now. And this is falling apart a little bit now for Boycah. Boycah having to go back a little bit. It's going to take out that. So he's on 1,100 now because I think purely because of the amount of quads that he killed over here before has actually vetted him up. So he should be, unless he already has used it, he should already have a carpet bomb ready. Oh, there's a carpet. There you go. That's annoying though because it hasn't actually killed anything. Because it's cut off the production and $20 every few seconds. But really, they're just going to rebuild, so it's not actually that much. He is level 3 now at 1,500. Spectre coming in. So actually, maybe that was worth it just for the veterancy. Because Boycah's now taking out the production. He can't hurt Crazy's money at the moment. Because he doesn't have that many units out. But right now, he's taking out the arms dealers. But Crazy did have 3 arms dealers. A fourth one is being dropped out. Because that one was only down to the hole. We had a bit of a disconnection menu there. Hopefully there are no issues. I've got a warning about low disk space, so I need to delete some stuff fast. Because all my streams, they also record to my desktop, and eventually I end up with loads of 50 gig files on my desktop. So that just literally just happened. It happened once before in a stream, but now I just deleted 2 files, and that was 100 gig by itself. So it gives you an idea of how many files I've got on my desktop. Okay, luckily the game didn't cut out or anything like that. Crazy actually doing pretty well. I think Boycah has expanded to the middle here with a 3rd supply a little bit prematurely, because even just 1 quad just sat here, which it exactly is. His missile defenders might get inside of there. I think Crazy could have retargeted that because that quad's now going to die. There is loads of quads here. Crazy losing a bit of stuff here. There's V's coming in now, but Boycah's unit count actually isn't that much. Got a King Raptor in the base. Still got a combat Chinook. Then Boycah wanted to go inside of that building, but the building's already pretty much dead, and now Boycah's Chinooks are in danger. So that does go down. Interestingly, that oil there has been missed by Crazy. He's got the Rebel there. Has he got the bottom left one? Bottom right one? Yeah, he has. Bit of lag there. I don't know if that was actually PC lag. That oil almost very nearly goes down. Yeah, sorry I didn't pay attention to the center. My computer ran out of disk space, so I had to clear that before. Otherwise the stream probably would have cut out altogether, so it's better I sort that out and we miss 5 seconds of gameplay. Boycah's now trying to take out the economy of Crazy, which might actually be a good idea, but sadly his support powers are leaving the oils on a very, very low amount of HP, which Crazy can then just repair. Crazy is in a very, very good position here. He's got 4 arms dealers pumping out quads and buggies. I just feel like Boycah's army is just not enough. It's thinning out too much. He's losing too much. And I'm not sure quite what the answer is either, other than just regroup and go at it again. It's difficult. Crazy has AP ammo as well, so even if you did mass Comanches at this point, or maybe some good support powers will actually be good. Like, a good support power there would have been nice. That oil is now probably going to go down. Yeah, it is going to go down. Interesting that the work has survived. These fire bases that have been here since the beginning of the game are now going to get picked off. And Boycah's going to go for a base raid. I always tell people, if you can't take the engagement head on at your base, go for a base raid. That's the next best thing. Crazy has lost a lot of stuff there, but he still has 4 arms dealers, so this is still looking all right for Crazy. I think Crazy's still got the big advantage. He's just got to literally deal with this, but this is just too much. There's buggies from all directions. There is a palace. I think sadly Boycah has lost this one. I think just in the beginning maybe he was just a little bit too defensive and a little bit too really, really passive. And he just let Crazy get too big, and now he's in this situation where there's stealth tunnels everywhere and buggies everywhere. Crazy also got the bounty as well, so he's got 11k now from all of those kills. Boycah's always likes to fight to the death. That's exactly what he's doing here. Could be some fast laser logs coming in here, but Boycah choosing not to. But I think he knows it's GG. He's just fighting to the death for valor and pride. If he's going to go down, he's not going to go down without a fight. He's trying to build a power plant in the middle. Anthrax bomb, interestingly, on top of his own quads as well. It's actually going to stop Crazy's army from pushing in, because these buggies will just go straight down. Those buggies are getting awfully close to the edge. Crazy's on 10k. One of these V's is picked off. Fuel air bomb or something is coming in. Leaflet even. Ah, you still want to kill that one. That was a scary one. Yeah, Boycah has 100% lost this game. That even with the miracle, with all the support powers, with the absolutely epic hits, there is no way of winning this. There's just too many quads, too many buggies. Fuel Air Bomb might have a good hit here, but it's sadly going to go down before it even manages to drop its bombs. GG. Well played to Crazy. And Boycah was just quite a bit too passive in the beginning of that game. So we're now at 3-2. Crazy says he needs more beer. Exile in the chat says Boycah's build order was way too slow and overconfident. Yeah, I agree. Overconfident, I agree. He wants me to choose the matchup. I actually really like watching stealth versus tank, so I'm going to make them pick that if Crazy's giving me the choice. And I'm going to choose... Oh, I think it's Boycah's choice. Okay, he wants me to choose something. We've got Uneven Heights is a new one. But how's... Let's see if Crazy knows it. We're wanting to see him at his best, so if he doesn't know the map, I'd rather choose something else. He reckons he has played it. So yeah, this is one of the newer maps. I like seeing new maps. I like seeing different games. Nobody likes to see Tournament Desert 1,000,000 times. I love to see new maps, especially decent ones. Maybe this isn't the most decent out there. Maybe like things like Gorge Drought are better. But we have already seen Gorge Drought, and some of these new maps are interesting. Like, I honestly don't know who's got the advantage here, stealth or tank. You're probably going to say stealth, but I do believe it's more of a 50-50 matchup than a lot of the other matchups. You do get the extra 1,000 starting crate, so both players, I think, effectively have 11,000 in the beginning. Someone in the chat said choose Infamira. If I get the choice again later, then I will. Boycah seems a little bit indecisive here about where he's going, so maybe Boycah's the one who doesn't actually know the map. But yeah, for anyone that doesn't know the map, well, I need to introduce the players first. We've got Boycah in the bottom right with Tank in the red, and Crazy at the top left with the stealth. But in regards to the map, you've got this supply here, and then you've got this supply here. But the reason it's weird is because of this weird ridge. So both players here seemingly are going for this further away supply, which is here. Boycah's dropping down to war factories, but yeah, I'm just interested to see how this will play out, because stealth and GLA like wide open spaces, and they like to attack from multiple different places. But on this map, there's a few choke points where stealth is going to be forced to take head-on engagements. I don't think this build order from Boycah is the greatest. I don't think 2 war factories is as good as 2 supplies, but Boycah has at least spotted this supply, whereas Crazy either hasn't spotted it or is just not interested in getting it. So Worker there annoyingly is going to get past. That's going to delay this flamer, which is only good for Crazy. Boycah's now got a few units out and he's fully established on 2 supplies. He's going to be on a 3rd supply. But the thing is here, I'm pretty sure some units are going to be able to fire up that and be able to damage it from down here, which will be hard to defend. I might be wrong, but I think that is the case. Interesting that bunker is going to survive. That's going to be annoying for Boycah because he won't be able to push through there now. Even though it's on a very, very low HP, he's not going to be able to push through there until he gets another flamer. Or unless he's just got a load of units. Flamer taken out there. Boycah not having the greatest of starts here, I don't think. And a hijacker, annoyingly for him, has got all the way into the base. Now, if that's a flamer... Oh, it's a flamer. That's painful. The war factory is going to go down. The war factory is going to go down, and Crazy's at a massive advantage now because that supply is going to go down as well, I think. These cats are going to come in and try and stop it. War Factory does get killed, so Crazy's now on 300 XP. Oh, this flame is going to kill the... That's real painful for Boycah. I don't know if he's going to save it. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. No, he killed it. Oh, that's so annoying for Boycah, and there's a flamer going down here as well. Someone said in the chat that this is a really too big map for tank. Potentially, you're right. I still think Boycah's build order was weak. I think he was a bit indecisive in the beginning whether he wants to go here or here. He's building a gat cannon there. A little bit strange. Crazy's still not expanded to here. I can hear an oil capture coming in. There is supply crates at the top right as well as the bottom left. I actually can't see it, but yeah, as well as the bottom left. And there's that oil there as well. It's always annoying to attack into here as GLA, because if tank gets inside of there, or just gets a few buildings with mines, or just a battle master, it's just hard to attack in. Boycah now expand into the middle. He's got a gat cannon there as well. Crazy's already on a battle bus, but is not interested in taking that top left supply. I actually think I've seen players before go straight for this. Oh no, have I seen him go for that? Or actually, yeah, I think you're tempted to go for that supply. But actually, you see a lot of players just actually go all the way up, build that supply, and then go all the way up and build there, because that's not unexpected. I've seen that before. And you play kind of a left versus right, which you wouldn't normally expect. So Boycah's now going to fight battle buses. He's going to need napalm MiGs if he's going to deal with that. Propaganda center being built on this little tower, on this little ridge rather. Crazy building a tunnel here, but I don't think that's needed. Just drop down the supply here, I think. Maybe he doesn't realize about this terrain. Seems Crazy likes battle buses. That's the second, I think second or maybe third. Yeah, second time we've seen battle buses from him, and actually just go straight to the base as well. So if you're ever playing Crazy, expect battle buses if he's got GLA. That battle bus there is going to go down, but this one here, oh, survived, but only just. This one's still killed a lot of stuff, though. Okay, it does eventually go down. This map is called Uneven Heights, and there for sure are a lot of uneven heights. Like, this little position here is very unique. There's not many, well, I can't think of any maps, really, any proper 1v1 maps for the position like that for your potential second supply. Is very, very strange. Don't know if you can build a supply there and actually long distance collect, but either way, Crazy coming in with 2 battle buses. Again, seems to be his recurring theme, sending 2 or 3 battle buses in. These are losing quite a bit of HP though, so Crazy does need to get out of there and re-heal. When you go back inside of their tunnel, of course they will re-heal. Deli NK says Domi shouldn't pick anything. Thanks, man. Thank you for that. Why shouldn't I pick anything? You think I'm going to choose biased maps for one of the players? You can trust me. It makes no difference to me who wins here. I only pick maps that I think are going to be entertaining. And not yesterday, but the other day, we had a potential new gold replay, which there has not been in several years, thanks to one of my maps and matchups. So I will choose as I please. Thank you very much. So these battle busters are roaming around now. I think Boycah needed to cause some damage early to stand a chance in this matchup, because now these battle busters are out. Actually, these mines could cause some serious damage. I think Boycah's potentially scared him away. If he just let him go through there, then potentially all them 3 battle busters could have gone down. Middle oil has been killed. Artillery platform is taken. Top right supply taken. First market going down. Crazy's building a command center at the bottom left. Potentially a little bit brave. I do think that is a little bit brave. But these battle busters is causing too much havoc. Oh, I think one of them's gone down to the hull. I think potentially the other one. Yeah, that's actually quite a nice pick off there from Boycah. I still don't know if it's enough though. He's expanded back to the middle. Yeah, Boycah's expanded to the middle, so economically, does he have the advantage? He doesn't have this oil, whereas Crazy has his. He's getting the hospital. For anyone that doesn't know what the hospital does, it heals your infantry just like a repair depot would repair your vehicles when they become damaged. So it means you don't have to send them back to the barracks to get healed. Yeah, well, Deli NK, there cannot be any excuses, because Crazy explicitly has told me now 2 or 3 times that I can choose. He wants me to choose. I'm not going to sit there arguing with him saying, no, you choose, you choose. I'm quite happy to choose matchups that I want to see. It's $50 to win on his line. If he's happy for me to choose, then I will do exactly that. If he doesn't want to win money and doesn't want to play what maps are his strongest, then fine by me. I honestly do not care. So battle busters coming in again. These are stealth now, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they thought they were stealthed. Maybe they're not. But these battle busters coming in again and wrecking Boycah's stuff. He does have a big army though, which potentially I'm not sure if Crazy's going to be able to deal with that. It just depends if Boycah can hold on against this. If Boycah can deal with this, Boycah can deal with this. Actually, his attack here is actually not going to go that bad. He's got a Lotus in there as well. And the mine's going to get that one. So actually, it just depends if Crazy can deal with this. Only got 4 quads. This is a hard army to deal with. Only 4 quads. There are 2 battle busters in the back. But there are ECMs in. The Battlemasters have the autoloader upgrade. The busters are going to go down. But these flamers are still alive. These flamers are just killing everything. Market's going down. This battle bus is still causing damage in long range. He needs to get out of there. Get out of there now. Because Crazy's in such a bad position. I think it's bad to attack into that with this. Anthrax bomb has been deployed. And this is going to get saved by Crazy for now. So a bit of a trade-off on both sides. There is a scud going down. He's on 15k. He's on 15k. Amazing. Almost 20k, or approaching 20k. He's got the bottom left supply as well. Boycah's is not spending every penny. He's got about 6k. So yeah, Scud Storm now deployed. Boycah is in a pretty weak position. That one is now mined out. This is mined out. Command Center taking a bit of damage. The battle bus is there to clear that up. Yeah, I can't really see any way Boycah's going to win. Like, he's only collecting from there. He's got 4 point something K left. He's only collecting from there as well. There's just probably like not much off 5k there. Sneak attack right in the middle of Boycah's base. This is real bad news. Unless he's got some support powers. Yeah, he has got something. There's a mine drop coming. I think that's mine drop. Could be tank drop. I think it's mines. Yeah, mines. There's another attack coming in. Crazy has spent some more of his money now. He's actually only got 3k left now. Maybe panicking a bit, thinking I probably need to try a bit. Maybe he was floating that much because he thought he'd won easily. Which he probably has still won, but it's just looking at when this attack comes in, if it kills his base, it's going to look a little bit ropey. So he's trying to come in from both directions. These flamers are doing a good job against these battle buses, though. Artillery was coming in as well. It's landed there. That is very interesting. How 2 battle buses have gone down to these flamers. These, sorry, 2 battle buses, not battle masters. All the battle masters are going down to the flamers as well. Crazy's now level, well, we know he's level 5 anyway. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim for Boycah. He's sending a few more units across the map. We've got like 5 battle masters, 1 flamer. That command center did go down. Loads and loads of black markets being dropped down. I think it's only a matter of time before Boycah throws in the towel, but again, he likes to fight to the death. He's amassing a big army in the middle again. I think flame walling up there. Maybe it's probably too late now, but flame walling up there a little bit earlier could have taken out that supply. Yeah, in this matchup, I agree. As someone said in the chat, you need MiGs. Even though they're expensive, once you've got your economy sorted, you need to go MiGs against the battle buses. That's exactly what you need. You can't just fight ground units against the battle buses. They just wreck everything. You need the MiGs to take him out. So, like, the battle buses that kept coming in Boycah's base, they could have been taken out by MiGs. Yeah, they are expensive, though. I get that. I mean, he's already got the napalm upgrade, which is one of the upgrades you need to make the MiGs work. Or work as well for you. Lewis is going to capture this. So that's going to be a bit annoying for Crazy, but I still can't see any way Crazy's going to lose. He's got so many markets spread all around the map. Sneak attack has been deployed in Boycah's base. His base is being captured, but there is a gap there to defend against it. But, I mean, whatever pops out of this, Boycah's going to have a hard time dealing with that. Boycah's going to try and run in with his Lotus, but she's going to get gunned down. She's trying to be repaired by the hospital, but it's not quick enough. I think that was a war factory. Yeah, war factory's gone down. This gat's now under pressure. command center is going to go down. Boycah's not even 5-star yet, so no EMP or anything like that. GG. Well played. 3-3 is the score. I think Boycah got caught a little bit off guard there. I don't think he's that familiar with the map. Potentially my fault, but if I get to choose the map, then I get to choose the map. I'm complaining about the map. To be honest, potentially it is a bit of a bad map. I agree. Maybe I won't pick it again. Okay, we've got the reverser before. We've got big Boycah in the top left with the red GLA stealth. We've got Crazy, DK Crazy in the bottom left, playing into the name Stealth Ezo. He's in the orange tank in the bottom right. This map is uneven heights. We've got the crate for Crazy to take. He didn't actually take it there, but he's actually, more importantly, sending his dozer more quickly, because that crate's not going to go anywhere for the time being, so you might as well, you don't have to rush to get it now. It's only going to be sat in your bank, so you might as well get it with your first tank unit or whatever. So yeah, interestingly, some players go over here and build a supply over here. Some will go over here and build a supply here, and then some will build a supply here. So there's like 3 options, which is quite unique to this map. And then if you go all the way to the top, some players will go all the way from here, all the way to the top, and build a supply there, because that's the last thing that GLA is going to expect. In this case, though, I'm pretty sure that worker would have spotted it. So actually, I think that place there is a good spot for a tunnel in this map. Boycah's made a supply up here, so interestingly, if a flamer goes there later, it might be able to flame up the mountain. Might be able to flame up the mountain and kill the supply. Boycah's got a more aggressive tunnel here on the left-hand side. Pretty similar to what Crazy did, I think. It's just that Boycah's supply is not here. It's up this mountain instead. So interestingly, Crazy has not made 2. Oh, he has made 2 wolf factories. That's weird. Oh, the hijack. Oh, Boycah is ruthless with these hijackers. That is absolutely insane. How many power plants is he going to drop down? Just the 1? I think he's just going to drop down the 1. It is expensive to keep spending 1,000 on power plants. He's going to build a tunnel. He's going to start building a tunnel, which means that those is going to have to be picked off. Really impressive from Boycah. I think, to be honest, Crazy's strategy here is good. He's bunkering off one side so stealth can't do anything, and then he's going to use his 2 war factories to just pressure the other side. And that, well, to be honest, he could even pressure through there, but he could, in my opinion, now he should be gathering his units here and pushing out of this side. Now he's bunkered off this side. That said, I'm not convinced that bunker is full. I only saw, I think, 1 or maximum 2 RPGs inside of the bunker. Exile says I've got two favorite words: potentially and massive. Massive is one of my favorite words. All right, I'm gonna focus on that now. I'm gonna try and change it to colossal. And what was the other one? Potentially, situationally, and colossal. There is another hijacker coming in here for now from whose is that? That's Boycah's. Boycah's going to lose a load of quads here, and the hijacker is going to go down as well. So this is not looking good for Boycah. Boycah lost a load of stuff there, and whilst he's got power, I'm not convinced he has the economy for it. He's got a supply at the top right. It's got that one there in the middle, so I don't know, maybe. I think the key to victory here for Boycah is just to drop down a massive amount of tunnels, because the annoying thing for tank is when you attack into a load of tunnels, if a load of quads pop from one, you just focus it and you can beat the quads. But if you attack into one tunnel and then suddenly another 4 are revealed around it, then you're split for targets and the quads can pop out of any tunnel. So I think tunnels are more important than quads, early on anyway. Okay, so one unit has been picked off there. Crazy is now going to focus on this right-hand side tunnel. I think he's going to get that as well. Boycah's going to go into super defensive mode, which he kind of specializes in as GLA. He has got 2 arms dealers, so he's going to be pumping out loads and loads of quads. Crazy's expanded up here. And Boycah is gradually losing map control. This is what I mean with no... because there's loads of choke points, I don't think it actually tank is at a massive disadvantage as people think. Sure, maybe GLA's still got the advantage, especially when you've got power. But when you're able to take on head-on engagements against GLA, that's when tank shines. So the way he's bunkered off one side and is just focusing on attacking for the other side. That said, though, there's a sneaky worker getting free, so all that land that Crazy has gained, he might just lose to another tunnel. Marksman says, my favorite word is loads of stuff. That's 3 words, though. It kind of doesn't work. But you're right, I do say it a lot. But it's still 3 words, though. Palace is now up for Boycah. Another defensive tunnel. Boycah's sending around his rebels, but annoyingly for Crazy, there is another sneaky tunnel at this bottom left-hand side. Where's that bike gone? Oh, the bike's here. So he's going to try and capture that behind Crazy's back. Might actually succeed. But actually maybe not, because these gats are right there. They'll spot it, no problem. A lot of gas here from Crazy. Interestingly, no battle masters. If the quads pop out of there, the gats will just be able to take him out, especially once they're spun up like this. He actually has the Gatling chain gun as well. But yeah, Boycah is losing quite a bit of map control. But he has... Oh, he has a battle bus now, but the battle bus is going to go down. The gas is just tearing through it. Boycah's going to go for the capture in Crazy's base, but is Crazy going to react to that? I think Crazy's paying attention up here. He is going to react, but is he going to be able to stop it in time? That's going to be close, you know. I think he's going to stop it. Yeah, he is. Crazy's actually expanding. Well, not expanding, sorry. He's getting the oil in the middle. Boycah is going to have to go into super survival mode now, because this is looking really, really good for Crazy. Crazy doesn't have that much money, though. Well, they're about the same. But Crazy's now spotted this in the bottom left. That's going to be annoying. But Crazy's now trapped with battle buses and quads everywhere. That's a really, really bad engagement. Needs to start the flame wall. These gas are dead anyway. Oh, that was a bad engagement. It was looking so, so good for Crazy until that one engagement. All of Crazy's army going down. Crazy slowly rebuilding his army, but I think that was the deciding factor. It was looking like Crazy's game until that point. I think the map again, uneven heights. This little indentation in the map, it kind of gets you, kind of gets you trapped. Once you're in there, you're in there. What you can actually do though is put the flamers here, and then flame down, and you can still either kill all the workers or kill everything down there. So yeah, you've got to use the flamers. You just got to remember the flamers can shoot up and down. It doesn't matter. Flamers don't care about the terrain. Or not impacted that much by the terrain. It does stop them, like I think on Twilight Flame, for example. I don't think you can flame up that hill. Like on the sides of your bases. But yeah, they're not impacted that much. Yo, Jundy, welcome to the chat, by the way. What have you missed? You've missed 6 epic games. That's what you've missed. And you've missed 1 game on the best map of 2019. That is Uneven Heights. Artillery does miss the units there, but it does take the tunnel out. Boycah, you've got to remember, is still on power, so everything he builds is at twice the normal rate. Only on 1 black market. Command center going down the right hand side. It's on 2 black markets actually. I did miss that one. One thing I've not really paid much attention to is actually this reinforcement pad. And this one over here. And this is engagement here, so the tower is going down. I don't think Boycah's going to be able to take this engagement. That tower is going to go down very, very soon. Lotus is here to reveal any stealth buildings. So that tunnel is going to go down. But there are battle buses here. He's just checking out this bunker just to check how much stuff is inside of it. There looks like 3 tank gunners inside. That is going to go down, but there are mines there. Be careful of the mines. I don't know if he knows about the mines. Oh, the mines. He's killed 3 quads. I suppose at least for Boycah though, that was just quads and not the not the battle buses. Could have been worse. Scud storm going down for Boycah. I think if he just literally holds the line versus this with the battle buses, I think that's possible. Then there are battle masters in the mix as well. Just basically, Boycah just needs to defend. When the Scud fires, it should be GG. But is Crazy going to let it get to that point though? So Crazy's got a huge army now. Crazy is beaking the first Scud storm, expecting another one. But this army though is pretty formidable. Going to be hard for Boycah to deal with that. There are 6 battle buses out though, stealthed. Lotus escapes on about 0 HP. Is he waiting for the radar to scan? But needs to be careful with these buses though, because these ECMs can lock these battle buses down. He's actually just going to go in and try and engage it. Is he gonna ECM it? This is actually a bad engagement for Crazy. You probably don't want to take that. I don't know if you really want to take that. 1 battle bus has gone down, and not only to the hull though, only to hull mode. Nice micro and the ECMs there from Crazy, but there's just way too many battle buses, way too many RPGs. All of Crazy's, well, half of his army has gone down. The bulk of his army, which is these battle buses and these battle masters and the ECMs, the real firepower of the army, is still alive. Yeah, but I think the key here is literally MiGs and well, pretty much the combination of a ground army that we've seen, but napalm MiGs are a must. If you watch Size play tank versus GLA and they go battle buses, you will always see him go napalm MiGs, and there's a reason why. The reason why is it takes them out when they're coming to your base or when they're dealing with your army. The MiGs come in combination with the ground army. Yeah, it's real hard for the battle buses to deal with. Scud storm is 309 away. Battle bus gets cleared up. Crazy is not collecting from the middle, whereas Boycah did have control of that middle for quite a while before. None of the towers have been taken. All the artillery platforms, rather. And none of the reinforcement pads have been taken either. I think they were rather well hidden. Crazy did have control of the bottom left, but that has been taken out now. So this is pretty much all that Crazy has. Mind you, he does have a little bit here in the back of his base as well. Oh, there's so many battle buses out. I don't know if Crazy can take that engagement. One battle bus gets picked off. And 3 of Crazy's units have been picked off. There's so many battle buses though. Even if he's just taking a head-on engagement, all of Crazy's units are going to go down. GG thrown down. Well played to Boycah. Potentially it was a bit of a bad map, but actually I thought it was quite enjoyable. Good 13-14 minutes. I think Crazy's start and Crazy's strategy actually looked very, very good. Yo, Jacob, by the way, welcome to the channel. Oops, I need to press play on the 0-hour music, not my Crazy drum and bass. Okay, 4-3 is the score to Boycah. Okay, and the next matchup is now chosen by Boycah. Need to take care of my dozers just like versus Bowser. So I'll choose the map, but Boycah's going to choose the matchup. I'm going to try and choose a better one this time to keep people happy. He wants USA GLA, and what map do I want to see? Demo Stealth he wants. Oh, Frozen Ruins, is that going to be a massive bunker game? Maybe we'll choose a like a lagoon. Arctic Lagoon, because then people can't complain that Crazy doesn't know the maps. There's always going to be some people. Arctic Lagoon. Lagoon is probably the second most popular game and second most popular 1v1 map in the whole of 0 Hour. I don't like the original Lagoon, Lagoon V2 I think it's called, because I think the middle is imbalanced, but this Arctic Lagoon is balanced and a much better map in my opinion. So I'll go over the map in a second. We've got Boycah in the red as usual for GLA Stealth in the north of this map. DK Crazy in the south with the orange colour, and he is GLA Demo. So Boycah knows that GLA Mirror is his strongest, so he has chosen this. And yeah, we're on Arctic Lagoon. So the differences with Arctic Lagoon, this supply I think has been rotated, so it's rotated on this one. That supply hasn't really changed much, but I think, is that new? No, I don't think that's new. That's not been rotated, but I think the outer edges here has been flattened a little bit. And here the other change is the supplies are now on the right side, whereas they were on the left before, and that building is now balanced because it covers both sides rather than just one of the sides like before, because the supplies were blocking it. And then in the middle is now more flat, so you can now expand to the middle. So yeah, that's enough about the map. We've got what's the matchup? Demo Stealth. So this is going to be an interesting battle here. I think Crazy's going to win that, especially now there's a Demo Terrorist. Where's that going to? Is he force fire on the ground? Oh, it might kill the tunnel. Oh no, it's not going to kill the tunnel now. Oh, it did kill the tunnel. That's painful for Boycah. That's $800 lost straight away. That's bad news for Boycah. Jendi asked for Sand Scorpion. Maybe we can do that next, actually. If I get the choice again, I'll choose it.
Bolted down and ready.
First few units out for both players. Boycah does have this right-hand side, but he has lost complete control of this left side. Have these oils got more or less HP in this version or the other one? Or is it the same? For some reason I thought they were half damaged in the other one. Or am I just imagining that? I think I'm imagining it. Technical gets in the base of Crazy and has killed pretty much all of his workers. Just one worker surviving. Boycah's picked off a worker there on the left hand side. And yeah, weirdly, even though Boycah lost that tunnel completely, he still has more map control. He's got map control in the middle because he's got that little tower. He's building a more defensive tunnel here on the left hand side just to stop any aggression from Crazy, because probably that's where Crazy's going to attack. He's going to use a toxin tractor to clear that with the guns stuck out of it at the moment. This is going to be interesting. Is there a terror attack inside of that? No terror attack. But it's vetted up and scrapped up one of Boycah's tentacles. That's potentially going to be hard for Crazy to deal with. I mean, what is he going to deal that with? He's got what, 1 or 2 quads, I think. I don't know if he's got any more. Oh, he's got more tentacles. But 1 more tentacle. He might actually be able to clear this up with the strength of the quads as well. He might be able to deal with it. Or I don't know if that one's going to. If that survives, it's going to be very, very close. Actually, it's survived on just a few HP. Now the worker's gone down as well. That's a good clear up there for Crazy, but behind this, Boycah is now on a 3rd supply. So yeah, well, that's been TNT'd. I completely missed that. That's bad by me. That's potentially what Crazy was focusing on while that engagement was going on, because I thought Crazy was a bit slow to react. But actually, it was because he's TNT'd that. So both players now on 3 supplies, or will be very shortly. Crazy not in that bad of a position. Crazy dropping down another barracks. Interesting, because he does already have a barracks. I mean, he's not producing anything out of it. Yeah, this is not all going Boycah's way. Boycah has lost some stuff here. That attack was defended. He's just lost a full tech RPG there. He's sending some quads forward now. Going to try and stop this worker. I think he's going to kill a few workers here, actually. Crazy preparing some terrorists with the barracks that he already had. Workers have gone down. Toxin Tractor did clear out that bunker, and we've got another tentacle, but that tentacle, if he's not paying attention, it is going to go down. Tentacle is going to run away. RPG is going to go inside the bunker. That's going to deny Boycah some map control. So Boycah's on a little bit of pressure here, I think. I think it was that TNT that's really slowed Boycah down. He's only collecting with 2 workers, see? Palace going down for Boycah. Palace also down for Crazy. That's almost on 20%. That's on 23%. So Boycah's slightly ahead, but I mean, the Palaces are very, very close. Another terror attack from DK Crazy. And that supply does go down. Very, very well played. If that tentacle got in there, then that would have been really, really annoying. But luckily, Boycah has saved it for himself. Boycah's now expanding to a 4th supply. He just wants to collect these piles faster. And that, I think getting the money sooner probably is worth it. But then late game it might come back to haunt him, because he has invested the extra like 2k on an extra supply and a few workers. Boycah is obsessed with trying to claim this part of the map, and rightly so, because that's where Crazy's 3rd supply is. Both players not going for the oils. But Boycah's still not collecting here. I feel like he needs a few more tunnels here. Capture upgrade for Boycah, sorry, for Crazy is already in place. Did he TNT that? I think he's TNT'd it. Yeah, very, very nice. So a bit of extra XP for Boycah, but Crazy's still ahead. He's just killed more stuff. So Boycah's economy now should be pretty good because technically he's on 4 supplies, but this one is going to be mined out quicker. But is there more money there than here? About the same, I think. But Crazy's going to be on 2 oils though. There's another Terror Tech coming in. I think that is a Terror Tech. Yeah, you can't select it, so that means it's a Terror Tech. Oh, that's painful. And DK Crazy's now almost on like 1400 XP. A load of workers going down there as well. Yeah, that's not good news for Boycah. This bus is empty, I think. So what is... Oh no, I don't know why I thought it was empty. But Crazy is now on demo bikes with the demo upgrade as well. I think I prefer stealth in this matchup, you know? Just to win the game earlier on. Because the quads are cheaper and the tunnels are stealthed for free. Market going down there for Crazy on the left. Boycah was thinking about an attack, but decides to go back. I think, for now, that probably is a wise decision. Oh, this is bad news for that battle bus. Oh, it's gone straight down and taking a quad with it as well. Boycah desperately needs to take out them oils. You cannot allow Crazy to be on 2 oils ahead for the remainder of the game. Boycah's now going to sell that supply. He's dropping down 2 markets behind this. I think if he does some good Terror Techs on these oils, he's still got a good chance. But right now, he's definitely behind economically. I'd rather be in Crazy's position here by far. He's also able just to run into Boycah's base and just keep TNTing like this. This is really, really nice. You can even just press the I key there and just explode that technical on all them workers. That potentially would have been better. I think he was waiting for something to pop out and then press I. I think that's what he was trying to do there. But there is a Terror Tech from Boycah, exactly like I said. It's exactly what you want to be doing. So Boycah is playing for the late game. He's dropped down 2 markets. If you're enjoying these challenges, by the way, guys, remember to hit the like button, get the visibility of this video up and out there, get a few more viewers for next time. I'm trying to make some more challenges for potentially later in this week, but not looking positive at the moment. Trying to get good players that play at the same time is not that easy. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. That's a nice save from Boycah there, because that actually hasn't gone down even to the hole, but Boycah's still not collecting though, and this is where the bulk of his money is. There's only 28k there, whereas Crazy's on 17k, which isn't far off half. So Crazy's collected all that money extra. Another market going down. Crazy's in full bunker mode. Interestingly, I asked a question the other day on the forums about when you should make a super weapon and when you should make just markets. So if you're in Crazy's position now, cancel that. You've got 5k. Do you produce a Scud Storm at that point, or do you carry on making markets? It's an interesting point. I probably at that point, I think strategically in this particular matchup right now, I think going for a Scud Storm there over those 2 markets is better. Just based on the amount of money and stuff that he's got right now. But he's choosing to build more markets. So maybe the next thing for him will be He's got AP ammo now, so this is going to be a big engagement. Oh, and he's used the Rebel ambush as well. That's real painful for Boycah. He's lost pretty much everything inside of his tunnel. So he's now going to lose this supply, which has still got the best part of 26k on there. Yeah, Boycah is losing one of his strongest matchups here. Crazy performing really, really well. It's looking like it's going to go to 4-4, like someone says in the chat. Unless Boycah's got something special up his sleeve. GLA Mirror is, like I said, one of his favourite and strongest matchups. But, I mean, straight away, as soon as I saw that tunnel die in the beginning, that was real bad news for Boycah. Boycah's trying, though. He's got three markets established, another 2 on the way, so 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markets for Crazy, or soon to be when those few finish. But he's also on an oil, which counts as 1.6 markets. He's still collecting from here and here, whereas Boycah's not on that top left supply, so that's a massive point as well. Semtaskin says cockroach style won't win. Boycah. Cockroach style is what GLA is really made for, and what Boycah usually likes to play, but I don't think he's going to win in this game. GG thrown down from Boycah. Really well played there from Crazy. It was all kind of bad news from the beginning when, I mean, quite early on to Boycah's main attack in the base where the technicals lost. What else happened? Yeah, he lost the tech RPG close to the middle pretty much for nothing as well. And there was like 5 RPGs in it when it was around about there where my mouse cursor was. And then what else did he lose? He lost the tunnel in the very beginning from one terrorist. He's killed his tunnel outright. The score is now 4-4. It's now going to be a reverse. Boycah's going to be in super tryhard mode, no doubt. He is now in the south with demo. Okay, so we have got Boycah in the south with demo. He is not red anymore. He has gone to yellow. Does that mean he's getting stronger or he's getting weaker? Let's see. So, yeah, potentially it's not going to be that good on the map for seeing who's who. A little bit indecisive there from Boycah as well. So he's got Demolition in the yellow in the south. And then in the north, we've got DK Selviso, or it's DK Crazy. I don't know why he's playing under a different name. I think he said something about it makes him more powerful. So he is in the stealth orange GLA stealth. So let's see how Crazy is going to play this different. Is Boycah going to go for an aggressive TNT really early on? No terrorists as of yet, but I think it's because that barracks was upgraded into a real one. Or was it just a real one anyway? I think it was upgraded, so the first terrorist is out. Crazy also producing terrorists. That's one change I didn't mention about this map actually, is that the car has been removed. The annoying, stupid car has been removed. Cars on maps should not be a thing. Even the slow ones, they should just all be deleted and removed. There's just no need for them at all. Because that first car, whoever gets it, can wipe out like 5 or 6 workers and change the outcome of the game. So, yeah, in my opinion, get rid of them. Boycah, is Boycah playing more defensive this time? That tunnel there, really defensive, whereas Crazy has gone straight to the middle. Does that say something about confidence for each of these players? Boycah's tunnels are all on his side of the map. Well, I suppose Crazy's are as well, but he's been more like authoritative or authoritarian, whatever is the word, in the middle with his tunnels much closer to the middle line. There is a terrorist there from Crazy, not doing anything. There is a technical now coming towards Boycah's base, but it is going towards the arms dealer. And what is inside that? There is something inside. It's going to be a terror tech. It's going to be a terror tech, and it's loaded right in front of Boycah's War factory does go down, and a load of workers going to get wiped out as well. Boycah's going to try and hunt some workers, and he is going to have to get success. There's only 3 workers there, though. Boycah's in trouble. That terrorist is coming into a little bit of use there. Boycah's on 2,800. This tentacle here from Boycah is killed. Oh, it was a terror tech. Oh, he has killed the supply, though. So at least that's hurt the money for Crazy. So Boycah's got a little bit of time to rebuild, because Crazy actually lost all of his workers here as well. Oh, needs to be careful here. Boycah does. Well, I thought all of his RPGs were going to go down there. Actually, he survived. But now this scrapped up tentacle that wipes out RPGs in just 2 shots. So yeah, Crazy taking a bit of map control here, and that means he's pretty much got all of the center. Boycah's now rebuilt his arms there. I'm not sure if that's a fake or a real one. I don't know how you can actually tell. I don't think you can tell at this point, unless I was paying attention to his money. Anyone paying attention to his money? Tentacle on the left now from Boycah. He's going to try and bunker in a little bit more, but Crazy is doing very, very well. That's a new thing about this map, actually, these little church tower things. Crazy is taking complete dominance in the middle. Now, is that a mental thing? Like I said in the beginning, with Crazy's tunnels are just more in the middle. Like that one is perfectly in the middle, whereas Boycah's was way back here. Sam Taskin says assertive is the word I was looking for. Yeah. Is authoritarian the word as well? Or does that mean something political, I think? Assertive, yeah, I agree. So Boycah's boxed off his workers there nicely. Oh, there's a nice TNT there that I have completely missed, actually. That's real bad by me. I was too busy reading the chat about assertive. But that's a really good hit. Look at the XP of Boycah is catapulted ahead. There's another tentacle coming in. Is that a TNT again? If that's a TNT again, that's... Oh, it is. It's screwed. That's screwed Crazy. Those TNTs have literally probably won in the game. Sadly, he hasn't killed the war factory yet. He would probably be a little bit sad about that, but he has got a big economic advantage now. So while Crazy has cleared out all the map control, he was looking really good. I'm not even sure how that tentacle with the terrorist got inside of it. Got inside, got in the base. It literally just... I don't know where it came from. That's my fault for reading the chat. So I'm going to stop now. Yeah, Boycah has recovered. This was looking really bad, and suddenly it's looking really good for him. Or maybe the tentacle literally just went through there. I think that's another thing about this map is there's more space between these buildings, so you can just run through. Oh, Boycah, that's a little bit too close. Oh, that was wasted. Why did he not go the long way around? He'd have gone the long way around. He could have got over here and killed that supply. It's probably a guaranteed win. Well, Crazy's going to be on one supply for a very long time. He's only on $746. Collecting with 4 workers, but... Crazy does save his most important unit, which is that super tech. But Crazy he still does not have enough money to build that second supply. This is real bad news for him. Boycah's already upgraded into a palace. I don't know about that. The super tech is going to come through. It's going to stop the oil. It's going to stop the oil. That's annoying for Boycah. I suppose he is still miles ahead. Crazy's actually now collecting from this right hand side. This tentacle is going to get stopped, but is that going to be able to kill anything? It does kill 1 quad. I would like to see them quads actually scrap up, because they can become a lot more powerful when they're scrapped. Someone in the chat says Logica quit 3,420 times. Yeah, you're probably not far off there. So yeah, Boycah upgraded into a palace, which is good, but I think reclaiming some of the map control whilst Crazy was weak was potentially a better idea. This now half-hearted attempt at reclaiming some in the middle, I'm not convinced is that good. I think Crazy can just pop out of here now and probably still win this engagement. Maybe not. Crazy's now going to kill kill his own oil. Now he knows he's going to lose a bit of the map control back to Boycah. Interesting match. I still don't know who's going to win. Oh, there is a tunnel here, though. But I think Boycah knows. Boycah's been really smart here. He knows that Crazy does not have many units out. And he's playing to his advantage, so he's clearing out as much map control and as many tunnels as possible. This super tech now for Boycah, how the tides have turned. Needs to save that. Doesn't want to try and engage that quad with the very minimal HP that he's got. Does want to save that, so just go back, live to fight another day. Boycah's soon going to be on a battle bus, I think, and he's got another load of terrorists ready for a terror attack. So it is still quite even. Palace being dropped down for Crazy. It's very similar to the first match, actually. Interesting how it's pretty much exactly the same. Like, Boycah's got this one and Crazy's got this one, whereas in the previous match, it was exactly the reverse of that. That was a distraction. He's lost his super tech, but he's going to kill the war factory. He killed the quad as well. Only kills it down to the hull, but it's gaining him XP. So he's on level 3 already with 1,671 XP. That's going to get him... Well, he's already on level 3, so if he gets the Demo Rebel Ambush, if he gets the Demo upgrade in the command center, he can have Demo Rebel Ambush, which is super, super powerful. Boycah's showing why his GLA is very, very strong. Looking like he's going to go 5-4 up, I think. Another arms dealer being dropped down by Crazy on the right side. There's not that many quads out from both players. Here's a demo bike now. Is that going to target the arms dealer? No, I thought it might just go straight to the arms dealer. It might have killed it, but it is almost rebuilt though, so probably better to go for the tunnel. Crazy's collecting really, really slowly from here. There's so many piles. Oh, that is a very, very sneaky tunnel. Crazy is going to save that tunnel for a rainy day. That'll come in handy now. Probably some people will think, oh, why isn't he just popping out his stuff now and attacking now? He's going to save that until Boycah is distracted. Boycah might have seen that worker now, so it might give him the inkling. Crazy's under quite a lot of pressure on this left-hand side. It's a bit of an awkward position because that tunnel isn't finished. These two are going to rebuild, and there is a worker coming now. But yeah, that sneaky tunnel might actually come back to save him. I don't think that Boycah has realised that it's there. Oh, Jarman versus Jarman. This is going to be Boycah's going down because it did fire first at one of the RPGs. Crazy clearly had his on guard mode, which is the best thing to do. Black market out for Boycah. Another one going up there, but right next to the tunnel. Crazy probably won't be able to see that. I think he can only see to like there. So it's not that big of a vision. But yeah, Crazy doesn't have all that much to attack with at the moment, I don't think. There's a few quads. He's probably going to have a battle bus in a minute because there's RPGs waiting to go inside of it. Nobody taking that artillery platform. Probably not worth it just for the rebel, and the capture is like 1200, so or 1150. Nice hit with the terrorist there, taking out the supply. That's loads of XP for Boycah now. He's on over 2k now. Yo, Carl and Cody, by the way, I didn't get the notification to say you donated, but thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. And you're welcome. I hope you're enjoying the games. Okay, the big engagement here. What is going to happen? Memorable ambush placed down. Pretty much exactly the same story as what happened in the previous game. Crazy's army has been completely wiped out, and I think Boycah is going to take that game. Boycah is going to take it, so he's going to go 5-4. But yeah, that was a very similar game to the previous game. So yeah, I'm going to update the score. Well, 5-4 for Boycah. Crazy now chooses matchup. Is there some GLA versus USA? Yeah, I think so. There is Laser Tox. And there is GLA versus USA. Okay, GLA versus USA. He is choosing because he believes he can win both. Boycah is the map. Sam, by the way, I missed your comment about does he have his oil? I don't know. I can't remember. Boycah's thinking about a map, it sounds like. Yeah, DK Crazy won the World Series in 2017. He beat Sexy in the final. I won 2016. 2018, can't remember who won that. Who won 2000? Was it Sexy? I think... was it Sexy Fargo in the final? Yeah, it was. Sexy versus Fargo. I think Sexy won. In 2018. And 2019 was Logica. 2015, who won that? I think it was Size. 2014, World Series. Can't remember. But I was thinking of hosting something because I feel like every year, every 12 months, we have to wait for the World Series to come around to be the biggest 1v1 tournament. But I was thinking of hosting a tournament like every 3 months, so every quarter, so like every January to March, then April to I don't know July or whatever, and then so on every quarter. And in that quarter, I would pick who I consider to be the 4 best players of that period, but I wouldn't play. I will just host and commentate and whatever. And in that, out of those 4 players, they all play each other in like a round robin first of all, and then the top 2 then play each other. Yeah, the top 2 would then play each other in like a grand final. So yeah, it'd only be 4 players, or maybe I'd pick 5 or something like that. Maybe 6. I don't know. I feel like just get the 4 of the absolute best players, and then they would play each other in a final. That's something to even think about. And you do that every quarter. So then every quarter you would find out who is truly the best. I think I have a pretty good judge of who the best players are, so I'm pretty confident I could choose the 4 or 5 top players. Rules say reverse 11th game tank mirror. Is there some air versus super weapon? Rules are rules, you are correct. So China's super weapon, Nuke mirror, Air versus Inf, USA versus GLA, Inf versus Demo, Stealth Tank has already been, Nuke versus GLA, Air versus Stealth has already been. Do we say Laser Tox?
$100 donation goal. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't really think about this situation. Maybe I should have made it so game 10 was also fixed. I don't know. I mean, we're all grown men here. We don't want to play unsportsmanlike. So if he wants to choose something like air versus super weapon, mind you, he is 5-4 down. So. Okay, what map, Boycah? There's always some angle on the rules that you don't think of. But like I was saying, people were saying in the chat that Crazy doesn't care, but he clearly does if he's looking for an air versus super weapon. Melting snow is going to be the maps. There's going to be no reverse here. This is going to be USA versus GLA. If Crazy wins, it will be a tank mirror. I don't think Infamira is on the list. Nah, Infamira is not on the list. These armies were taken from a LuciferArise challenge, by the way. They're considered some of the best matchups. Now, I have to agree, to be honest, there's a lot of good matchups in there, so that's where they're copied and pasted from. So we've got Selfizo, aka DK Crazy, in the bottom right of Melting Snow. He is with GLA Orange, and then GLA in the orange, sorry. And then top left, we've got Boycah in the red as USA Vanilla. So Crazy is now playing for his survival. Always lost the challenge. There's $50 up for grabs here, so Boycah only needs to win one more, whereas Crazy needs to win this one. There's a car in the middle. Oh, where's the car? The car's been removed. Don't know if Crazy knows that. I think he doesn't know about the car anyway. But yeah, Crazy needs to win this, and then if he wins this, there will be a tank mirror in game number 11. 1995 KDA says, Tank Mirror is boring for the last game. Fargo says, how can I not think of this? Well, I'm sorry, Fargo. I'm sorry you're so disappointed. I'm really, really sorry. I'll forgive myself. Well, to be honest, I would actually prefer it to be completely fixed, like the challenge where it is Boycah versus Size. I fixed every single map and every single matchup. They were all fixed no matter what. But Crazy specifically said in one of the forums that he wants matchups and maps chosen like a LuciferArise tournament. People were asking me for me to do that. So I've copied it from LuciferArise's challenge. And this is the result. Maybe I should have wrote a massive essay of rules like there are in some other ones, but I try and keep it short and sweet. But it's alright, we've got it sorted anyway. So right, we've got aggression from both players. We've got a technical coming in from Crazy. Not sure what is inside of that. I think he's going for the power. He is going for the power, whereas there is a V in Crazy's base. Going to lose some work as it looks like. Those are getting picked off. There is one more though, which is back here, but that's going to be forced out now because the power plant. Oh, that's annoying for Boycah. That's really, really annoying. Boycah is going to clear this up. There is still a technical running around. And V has picked off all of the workers. V is now going to go down, but that's more than worth it. Because it has picked off all of the workers and slowed down Crazy's economy. Boycah's now going to go into the middle and range a drop. Ibrahim says, why is there no reverse? Because the 11th match, when it's 5-5, is fixed as a tank mirror. That is why. But USA versus GLA is a 50-50 matchup. A lot of pros would agree, so please relax. It's not like it's going to be the most imbalanced tournament. USA versus GLA, none of the players are complaining. It's a 50-50 matchup at the highest level, I believe, anyway. Ibrahim says it's unfair. It's not unfair, man. Just leave it to the pros, man. The pros know it's 50-50 matchup. There's nothing unfair about it. Trust me on that. Crazy coming in with his technicals. And the Vs are healed to deal with it. 1V potentially going to go down. It is going to go down. So Crazy, to me, has got the advantage so far. He's now on 2 arms dealers as well. Boycah's pretty much trapped in his base. He has to defend this area. He can't just charge down the middle because he's going to lose. He's going to lose control of the supply, and he's going to lose his Chinooks. That's why. Massive trade-off here. Crazy's going to lose his whole army, but he did pick off only 1V, was it? Yeah, he only picked off 1V. That V survived. Boycah's now on a... firebase back at home. Also, you've got to remember that Crazy chose GLA versus USA, but Boycah's advantage was that he got to choose the map. He can choose any map out of hundreds of maps, so please tell me why that is unfair, Fargo. You have no clue. Honestly, you have no clue. Please. Crazy does look like he has the advantage, though. Keeping Boycah off his second supply. Load of technicals gone inside of Boycah's base. Technical's going to be scared off. There's only 1V there, though. I'm pretty sure he could have engaged that. Boycah has cleared this out, though. And Boycah's suddenly not looking in that bad of a position. Because, yeah, Crazy's on 2 arms dealers, but when you've only got technicals, they're not that good against well-microed, fully loaded Vs. Firebase is up as well. Command Center is now up as well, so he's not at risk of losing his last dozer. Crazy coming in to do some harassment. Crazy might attack that. I think is his last dozer. But these Vs are going to be sandwiched in. I think one V is going to go down at least. But Crazy's losing so much here. Crazy's losing pretty much all of his technicals. And he's not going to have a lot behind this. He's literally... He can't have anything inside of his tunnel after that. I don't think he's got anything. He's on 2,000. Alright, just Hawkeye is going to be permanently banned from the channel. Congratulations. Well done, Hawkeye, you're now banned from my channel permanently. And Fargo, you're getting muted for the next 300 seconds. So apparently I put Boycah at a disadvantage, but that is why he's in a super strong position here. It looks to me like Boycah's going to win it. He's going to win 6-4, it looks like. It's crazy. He's trying to establish another aggressive tunnel at the top of the map. Bunker is getting taken down. That tunnel is going to get taken down. There is loads more technicals, but this is all Crazy's able to do. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe he should have gone up to a fast palace. So there's loads of Vs out now. This is going to be really hard to engage just with technicals. There are loads and loads of technicals out though. Palace now being dropped down, but there's just not enough tunnels out from Crazy. There's a vet. Well, one's vetted up, loaded missile defenders, 2 ambulances, fully loaded with missile defenders. It's going to be really hard for Crazy. Crazy's going to have to get an insane wraparound on this. And I'm not convinced Boycah's going to be caught out of position. I think Boycah's going to take this game. Well played, GG. So apparently I put Boycah at a disadvantage in the USA versus GLA, which probably 95% of pros would say it's a fairly balanced matchup, and Boycah got to choose from about 100 maps. Any map he wanted, he got to choose it, and he still won. So what does that say about Boycah then? If I put him at a disadvantage by saying that, I don't see you ever hosting a tournament, Fargo. And yeah, what do you actually contribute to the community here at all? Well played to Boycah. 6-5, so he actually beat Size 6-3 the other day and has now beat Crazy 6-4. Tough fight from a non-1v1 player, Boycah says. So Boycah takes the series 6-4. Yeah, sponsored by akabolony made this possible. $50 will go to Boycah. So Boycah's actually won quite a bit of money recently because he won an FFA tournament. I'm sure he won like $100 from that. He won the challenge against Size 6-3, which he won $50 from that, and he's just beat DK Crazy as well, which a lot of people did not pick Boycah, but I think still a lot of people are underestimating Boycah. Boycah's skills are not to be messed with. I'm playing the 2v2 tournament with him as well. So hopefully me and him will do well on that. We just need to play a bit more with each other because we only played like 20 games or something like that with each other. So yeah, GG's guys. That's me off tonight. Sorry for my little rant at Fargo and Hawkeye, but some of these people just get on my nerves sometimes. In case you couldn't tell. But yeah, GG's guys. I'm off now. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully, like I said, I'm trying to arrange some more challenges to keep the streams active and keep the viewers entertained. So GG's, well played, and I'll see you all very soon.